if it isn't the divine Miss Love.
If the name fits.
A little early to be hitting the hard stuff, don't you think?
Oh, this is for you, Jack. It's a banana, mango, strawberry smoothie with a big scoop of protein powder to help you keep your strength up.
Well, not to worry. You haven't worn me out completely yet.
Not for lack of trying. Oh, and I brought you this.
My cufflink.
Thought you'd lost it.
Small price to pay for all the fun I had losing it.
Well?
Well, what?
Aren't you going to thank me? With a kiss, maybe?
This is a place of business, you know.
I locked the door.
Oh, yeah, that'll keep people from wondering, I'm sure.
Let him wonder.
I'm fine. This could become habit forming.
Jack, some habits are very, very bad. And other ones are very, very good.
Yeah, is that right?
And I'm enjoying this habit so much. I'm actually thinking about relocating.
Relocating? Well, that's a big change.
Well, not really. I am freelance. I can work wherever I want.
Wow. I guess I would get you closer to the source, you know. Wouldn't have to dig so hard for the dirt.
What are you talking about?
Well, the next big media blitz. Part 2 of your expose on Victor Newman.
How did you know about that?
I didn't.
You were guessing?
Apparently, I was right.
Oh, it's so true. The good die young. First you, Philip, and your son. And now my son, Brock, Mackenzie's father. Too soon. Much, much too soon.
Well, I'm off.
To school?
Yeah, I'm already late as it is.
Well, I'm just surprised you're going at all.
I don't want to get further behind than I already am.
Well, surely your teachers would understand, considering what's happened. Mackenzie, you know, Billy and Raul could bring you your homework.
That's not the point. I want to go.
We're fine. Whatever you want, as long as you realize that you don't have to go.
What are you trying to say, Kay? Would you rather me stay home, be here with you?
John, I'm sorry, but this meeting with Michael Baldwin's about me, man. We're talking about my future, so I'm going.
It's also the first of many preliminary conferences with opposing counsel. Something attorneys typically handle themselves.
I just a damn about typical, man. Look, I've had a bad feeling about this whole situation a long time. The first thing my wife tells me is she wants to make this divorce painless and simple. Next thing I know, she's hired herself a cheap shot artist like Michael Baldwin, so no, I'm going.
Malcolm, please, please, listen to me. As your attorney, I highly recommend you do not come to this meeting.
I'm going.
Okay, all right, all right. But if you refuse to take my advice, which I might add you're paying me for, I will insist that you sit there, listen, and not say a word.
What are you so afraid of, man? You think I can't control myself?
If he decides it's in his best interest, Michael Baldwin will find a way to upset you, which will put you and me and our entire case at a disadvantage. Now, why give him that opportunity?
I guarantee you, Michael Baldwin is sitting in his office feeding my wife a bunch of lies.
We don't know that, not for sure. Not until I've had a chance to assess the situation. Next time, if you want to come to the next meeting...
No, forget next time. I'm going to this meeting this time to nip any potential trouble in the bud, John.
I've already told Michael I was coming alone.
Fine. Here's the phone. Call him. Tell him there's been a change in plans. John, look, I'm sorry if you don't like this, but I'm going to the meeting, and I expect you to make it happen.
Michael, I hear what you're saying about maintaining control of visitation.
It's very important in a case such as this.
But it still sounds like you could be using my son as a pawn.
It won't happen.
Oh, you can guarantee that, can you?
We are holding all the cards.
This is gonna blindside Malcolm. He's upset as it is that I've hired you in the first place.
Well, perhaps we've come down to the basic question. Are you prepared to listen to what I think is best for you and your son, or will you be ruled by your husband's feelings? Excuse me. Michael Baldwin.
Michael, John Silva.
Problems, counselor?
My client would like to attend our meeting.
Have you explained to him why that wouldn't be a good idea?
He is insistent,
This is very out of the ordinary.
but not unacceptable.
I'll have to confer with my client. I'll get back to you shortly.
What was that about?
Malcolm wants to be present at my meeting with John Silva today. He's already interfering with the process. How do you feel about that?
Okay, so let me get this straight, Trisha. You want me to invite you and Ryan over to Tony's place for dinner? It's better than going out. Less noise, less expensive, and it'll give us all a chance to talk and get to know each other better. But you don't approve of Tony. Why would you want to get to know him better? Obviously, you care about the guy, so there's no sense in me beating my head against the wall. So you've suddenly found it in your heart to accept my boyfriend? Look, I'm trying, okay? Isn't that what you've always wanted? You're skeptical. Oh, Trisha, do you blame me? You know, we have to start somewhere. Dinner? I mean, don't you think that that's pushing it just a bit? Pushing it? Your track record with Tony is not that good, sis. Every time you're around, something happens. Not this time. I just don't understand. Things with Tony and me, they've never been better. And you're afraid that I'm gonna mess that up? I want to believe you, Trisha, I do. Nothing would make me happier than for you and Tony to get along. Then let's give it a try. I can't. You can't or you won't. It's just too much too soon. Not right now. So, in other words, I'm reaching out to you and you're saying no thanks. Yeah, I guess, for the time being, that's what I'm saying.
So have you seen Merrick?
No?
Yeah, well, me neither. But then again, I haven't been looking all over the place like you have.
I doubt your show. You know, with her father dying and all.
Yeah. Well, let's face it, the whole thing's weird. She didn't even know her old man.
So?
So, it's not your typical death in the family situation.
Hey, we saw her last night. Right, no matter how hard she was trying to hide it, she was hurting.
Yeah. It's amazing, though. She actually let down her guard a little.
Like you're Mr. Open yourself, right? So what are you doing after school?
Nothing, why?
Well, how about we swing by the Chancellor place and check on Mac?
We? What do you need me for?
Her father's been killed. All right, she can use all the support she can get.
Yeah, sure. I'm in.
Thanks.
For what?
Oh, you've been a good friend. Well, not just to me, but to Mac, too.
Well, it's no problem.
I'll see you later, man.
All right.
Well, no, sweetheart, I'm not asking you to stay home for my benefit, though I assumed that school would be the last place you would want to be today.
You think it's disrespectful?
No, I didn't say that.
Just the thought of sitting here and looking at these four walls.
Well, Mackenzie, whatever you have to do to get through this painful time, whatever. You know, your father was an amazing man. He dealt with tragedy so often, but he always had that incredible strength to just go on. You will too.
I should be going.
Well, I'll be right here for you.
Yeah, I know.
Mackenzie?
Yeah.
Your grandmother could use a hug.
Counselor?
I see that you were unable to convince your client that his presence here today is unnecessary.
Mr. Winters has the right to be here.
Yes, but it's highly irregular. Cynthia, please send Dr. Winters in.
My wife is here?
Yes, I had hoped it wouldn't be necessary, but since you insisted on joining us, your wife has the equal right to attend this meeting, too.
It's fine with me. Liv.
Hello, Malcolm.
You okay?
What do you think? Tell me something, Malcolm. Why were you so eager to attend? It was my understanding that was going to be between our attorneys. And yet you insisted on joining them. Now, either you're trying to control things, or you just don't trust me.
No, Olivia. It's the lawyer that you went and hired that I don't trust.
Well, I hired him, and he speaks for me, and if you have a problem with that...
Olivia, we don't have to get off on the wrong foot here.
As far as I'm concerned, we already have.
Please. This doesn't have to be an ugly divorce.
Mr. Silva, you better keep a close eye on your client. He's exacerbating the situation already.
I tried to dissuade Mr. Winters from coming.
Try a little harder next time.
We owe it to Malcolm and Olivia to try to keep things under control. Not let this difficult situation be more painful for them than it has to be.
I agree.
Do you?
Of course.
I hope so.
I I think we've had more than enough time to socialize. Let's get down to business, shall we?
You gonna wait here till Trey gets back?
You got it.
You're gonna be waiting a long time.
Oh, what? Now you're gonna tell me he's out until tomorrow?
The man's on tour. A world tour.
Well, fine. Then give me his itinerary. I'll contact him myself.
I don't think so, Callie.
You know, Sam, why are you doing this to me? Why are you stonewalling me?
Trey's orders. He doesn't want to speak to you.
Bull. You know, I'm looking you straight in the eye, Sam, and I'm starting to see what's really going on. You don't want me talking to Trey, do you? I bet he doesn't even know I'm trying to get in touch with him.
Would you change the lock at Dad's place and forget to tell me?
No.
Then what's with the key?
No, Trish. I wish you would mind your own business.
See, God, this is what I hate the most.
What?
The way we're always snapping at each other.
Well, there's a real easy solution, Trisha.
Which is why I suggested dinner.
Would you please drop the idea of dinner?
Whatever you say, mate. Hey, Tony. Yeah.
Hey, I think it's a great idea. You hit gold with the victor lost in the desert with the beautiful mystery woman story. Why not follow up with some more hard-hitting journalism?
Jack, is that the only reason you're seeing me? So I'll take another shot at Victor? You're using me.
How can you even say that after the other night?
Oh. So, this thing that's developing between us.
Yeah.
What is it exactly?
Oh, I would call it a very adult, no strings attached, very mutually satisfying relationship. I get the distinct impression that's what you were looking for.
Right, of course.
Yeah. I don't know how the door got locked. This is my administrative assistant, Grace Turner. Grace, meet the estimable Leanna Love.
Pleasure.
Likewise. Grace. Nice meeting you. I'll talk to you later, Jack.
I can only imagine how you must be feeling.
No, Jill, you can't. And before you go out of your way to try and pick yet another fight, I'm just not in the mood.
That is the last thing I want to do is argue. What I want to do is apologize.
Apologize.
For what I said before about Brock. I swear I was only trying to help you through a painful time. I made it worse. I'm sorry.
Just forget about it.
He was such an incredible man, wasn't he?
The way he was able to open up his heart and give unconditional love to all those people all over the world. He was like a saint. In my eyes, he was a saint. And I'm sure in the eyes of the thousands of people whose lives he touched. Until he paid the ultimate price. His life. Oh, Jill. I know. It hurts.
So, you, want to see me about something?
My ideas of a teen line.
Yes, taking brash and sassy head on.
Well, I realize I haven't been given the green light.
But you did some research anyway.
I figured it couldn't hurt.
I admire that. Let's see what you have.
Fortunately, I ran across a few files that were still around from before the split. A study done on the pass-through of brash and sassy customers to Jabot as they aged out of the teen demographic.
Fascinating.
Oh, it really is. Amazing the power of brand loyalty.
I take it then this supports your, belief in the need for a younger line for Jabot.
See for yourself.
I gotta say, the numbers are there.
Well, I realize this isn't a new concept.
No, but it sure helps to have the evidence on your side, particularly when you have others to convince.
You're talking about Jill.
Yeah, don't worry about the old battle axe. I can handle her.
Well, how does the rest of your family feel about this idea?
They're coming around. Just have to be patient. I'm gonna bring this up again at the executive meeting. In the meantime, thanks for your help. This was good work. Thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you, Jack?
Yeah. I need a name. Something fresh, something hip, something classy.
Right.
Something else, Grace?
Well, I was just wondering. Leanna Love, what was she doing here? Another story in the works? Something about Jabot?
Oh, I definitely have a story for her. I'm not sure she's ready to move on it just yet.
So, how was history?
Not bad.
Yeah, Mr. Pacer sure has a way of making things interesting.
Yeah, well, what about AP English?
I got this long-term paper to write. Trying to sell Mr. Wall a short story.
Oh, the creative guy. So I take it Mac was a no-show.
Yeah.
Look, I've been thinking, this whole little support group thing after school. You know, maybe it's best if I pass.
Billy, you said you were gonna come along.
Yeah, well, you know, what's the point? I'm just gonna be a fifth wheel.
I know what this is really all about, Abbott. You're afraid of running into your mom. You can't hide from her forever.
You sound like my dad.
Well, he's right.
Look, whatever. All right, I'm just not up to dealing with all that right now.
What about Mac? Her dad is dead. Are you not up to dealing with that either?
Look, she was cool about me going over there last night. I don't want to push it. Besides, I would think you'd want to spend some time alone with your girlfriend.
Mac, what are you doing here?
Well, I figured that my dad wouldn't want me moping around the house all day.
So, how you doing?
I'm hanging in there. Thanks, by the way, for coming over last night. That really meant a lot.
Anytime. Now, we're here for you.
Yeah, not to mention Miss Chancellor. It's good that you guys have each other.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I gotta run. I gotta catch Mr. Wall before his next class.
Good luck.
All right, man. See you later.
Well, I guess I better go too.
Wait. Not so fast. There's something else going on, isn't there? Something between you and your grandmother.
Hi, Tony.
Trish?
Are you on a break from work?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice that you guys could run into each other.
Tony, meet the new Trisha McNeil. Meg is making fun of me because I was trying to convince her of something.
And what would that be?
Oh, we're inviting Ryan and her over to your place for dinner.
My place.
Well, you guys are involved, and obviously you mean a lot to her. So I thought maybe we should get to know each other better.
So you want to hang out with me in my dumpy little apartment?
To start. So what do you say?
Whatever Meg wants, it's okay with me.
Well, I guess Ryan and I will await your invitation. Excuse me, let me get some sugar.
Someone must have put something in your sister's coffee.
Yeah, happy pills.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Maybe I'm wrong. Something tells me you have a lot of feelings that are bottled up inside. Feelings you wish you didn't have.
I just found out that my father's been killed. What do you expect?
Look, you have a problem getting into this with me?
Of course not. You and Raul have been great.
Well, what about Mrs. Chancellor?
Yeah, her too.
You know, she loves you a lot.
So what?
So you're still angry with her? You know, Mac, I know a lot about being angry. I'm an expert at it.
If I tell you something,
I promise I won't say a word to anyone.
I realize that Kay thought that she was doing me some big favor going and looking for my dad, but I wish she would have just stayed out of it. I wish she would have never gone looking for him.
I'm intrigued, Jack. Leanna, love, did you two just meet?
No, we go back. We go way back.
So this was a social visit.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And that's why the door was locked?
So tell me about you, Miss Turner. How's your love life these days?
Non-existent.
Oh, come on. Everyone has to get out and have a little fun.
It's not a question of getting out. It's
What's it a question of?
availability.
So then there is a particular someone you have in mind.
Well, we were together for years, but
But now you're trying to rekindle the flame.
maybe.
Maybe. I'll tell you this much, Grace. If this guy is any guy at all, with you on his trail, he doesn't stand a chance.
You know, I don't know what to make of Trisha.
You want to believe her?
Well, don't you?
Sure.
It's just hard.
Look, we've been burned by her so many times already. But if we don't give her a chance,
If she could just be happy for us, then we could all hang out.
you know, you two used to be much closer until I entered the picture.
No, Tony, we've always had our disagreements. You should have seen us when she first started dating Ryan.
Really? So in other words, you guys don't approve of the men in each other's lives?
Well, I like Ryan now.
Maybe someday she'll feel the same way about me.
Enough about Trisha. I'm pleasantly surprised to see you here back so soon.
Need a caffeine fix.
Are you sure there wasn't another reason?
Such as?
A lucky young woman you gave your apartment key to?
I did do that, didn't I?
Risky.
Think so?
Yeah, I mean, you could go home and your apartment could be all clean, laundry done, home-cooked meal on the table.
Gonna hire a maid?
Are you calling me a maid?
No, no, of course not. But you know I would never ask you to wait on me like that, right?
What if I just wanted to?
As long as I could return the favor, cool.
I'm sure that I could think of something. No, seriously, why are you back here so soon?
You have to ask.
So that's why you came back?
Something like that.
That key has to be to Tony's apartment. Somehow I have to get my hands on it.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for being so Thank you for being so sensitive.
I understand what you're going through.
Sometimes you surprise me.
I lost a son too, remember?